Alright, so I started with a red Supra, maroon on maroon, and I finally got it running. And then a few days after I got it running, I got into a small car accident, and it bent in the front end of the car, just a little bit on the bumper. So I got this parts car so I could take it to my body guy so he could pull whatever he needs to off of it. He may end up needing that front quarter panel. He may have found a little bit nicer one. We're still trying to figure out which one he's going to use. The biggest thing was he cut off this section of the front support. You can kind of see here how much of that he took. And so that was to do that. He also needed the front bumper and the front bumper support. He called me today and he told me that it's 100% square now. It's actually better than before I got into my accident, because he actually saw the car and was telling me some body work that I might need done before I started working on the car. He told me the front end is more square and it's actually more level and better off than it was, which is fantastic. So hopefully I'm getting the car back in a week, maybe two, depending. But yeah, I'm probably going to part out the rest of this depending on what I may or may not need for my other car. And that's the other exciting news is after I got into the accident and the insurance paid out for me to get it fixed, since I was able to provide all the parts for my body guy, I had some money left over, and he had helped me find this other car that I'm about to show you. And it's actually in way better shape than my red one is or was, and it's in way better shape than the parts car. So this I'm actually thinking of swapping my motor into and making this my fun cruise around car, and then probably selling the red one, maybe rebuilding another motor for it. I do have another block stripped down ready for a rebuild, but I honestly don't know if that's what I'm going to do yet. It's kind of to be determined. Alright, so let me get back up to the front end of the car. So here's the new one that I got. This is another 1986. It's a year older than mine, but the body's in way better condition all around, way straighter. There's a little bit of paint work that needs to be done in here. The biggest thing that needs to be done is on the targa. This part of the targa top needs to be fixed. A little bit of rash right here. I'm assuming from at one point it was dropped when it was taken off. But looking down the side, everything's super clean. And the door's shut all the way. I need to get a clip or something to finish off the molding, but it's got all the molding. I've got some more stuff up here. I have all of the trim around the glass in good condition all the way around. I've got the third light, brake light spoiler on the back posted up on here, which is really nice. Then I got all the trim pieces that are in pretty good condition. Again, I don't know what happened here. It needs to be sanded down and repainted. New shop to kind of put everything together in. In fact, I'm getting ready to prep the engine bay for paint, because now that I know I'm going to be painting the whole car to fix some of those issues, and I don't have a motor in it right now, I figure might as well start with the engine bay. Let's see here. Let me get this opened up real quick. Here we are looking at the engine bay. I have a little bit of work to do to get this prepped and ready for paint. I'm not 100% sure what all is missing, if anything, just because this was a non-turbo car and I do have a turbo motor to go into it. So I've got to figure out kind of what's going to go where in terms of that. My biggest complaint is down in the corner over there. I don't know if that's like an AC line or part of the heater core. It looks like they just snipped off the tubing and kind of closed it off. So I'm a little frustrated with that. Mostly because I don't know what it goes to. and I don't know how much of a pain it's going to be to fix it. But all in all, that's the only thing I see that's missing or that's going to be overly difficult to fix. Um, so over the next week or so, as I have time, I'm going to start pulling all of this out and getting ready to paint. I'm probably not going to keep it white. I think I'm going to go with the black. I don't know yet. I'm thinking about doing a theme on this car. It's a little weird, but ever since I was like 14 and I first started thinking about getting my first car, I always wanted to have a superhero theme for my car. And when I was 16, I had a forest green Saturn, and I always wanted to either paint it or wrap it to be the Green Lantern. Obviously, I'm not going to take a white Supra and repaint the entire thing black and green, especially with the red interior, because that would just be way more than I could handle financially for a long time. So I'm going to try to find something that kind of matches with black, red, and white, and see if there's something I can do with that. I was thinking maybe the Punisher, or maybe the Flash, or something like that. Just something that would be relatively easy to incorporate those colors into. If you can think of something, or a superhero, or even a comic book character in general, it could be a villain, it doesn't necessarily have to be the hero, but just a comic book theme, I think would be a lot of fun. So if you can think of something that I'm not, definitely let me know in the comments below. That way I can see if I can figure out a way to work that theme into it. I do eventually want to redo the whole interior a different color. I don't want to keep it the maroon red. So yeah, if you guys can think of anything, let me know, and I'll definitely consider it, because like I said, I want to do something a little bit different. I've seen a couple of superhero themed cars, not many. I've never seen one done to a Supra, so I think it would be kind of fun to kind of mix my childhood dreams of that with a car that doesn't seem to get that type of attention. So anywho, as soon as I start getting to work on this, I will let you know, and I'll keep record of it, and you'll get to see the progress. Thanks a lot. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you guys later.